Concept of management. The concept of management is as old as the human race itself. The concept of family itself required that life be organized, and resources of food are apportioned in a manner so as to maximize the utility of such resources. Taking proper steps to safeguard the family, planning on where to go fishing and hunting, and whom to go with, and so on, are all subtle ingredients of management and organization. Management is essential for an organized life and necessary to run all types of management. Good management is the backbone of successful organizations. Managing life means getting things done to achieve life's objectives, and managing an organization means getting things done with and through other people to achieve its objectives. Management is a set of principles relating to the functions of planning, organizing, directing and controlling, and the application of these principles in harnessing physical, financial, human, and informational resources efficiently and effectively, to achieve organizational goals. Workplaces depend on the strength of those in management positions. In addition to directing employees, managers must communicate with more senior professionals in their company or organization, to ensure the team meets goals, and furthers the company's mission. Although the duties of managers differ based on their industry and workplace, most fulfill the same basic responsibilities. In some form or another, management is an integral part of living, and is essential wherever human efforts are to be undertaken, to achieve desired objectives. The basic ingredients of management are always at play, whether we manage our lives, or our business. Management acts as a guide to a group of people working in the organization, and coordinating their efforts towards the attainment of the common objective. Many management thinkers have defined management in their own ways. For example, according to Van Fleet and Peterson, management as a set of activities, directed at the efficient and effective utilization of resources, in the pursuit of one or more goals. Management is the coordination and administration of tasks to achieve a goal. Such administration activities include setting the organization's strategy, and coordinating the efforts of staff, to accomplish these objectives through the application of available resources. According to Megginson, Mosley, and Pietri, management as working with human, financial, and physical resources, to achieve organizational objectives by performing the planning, organizing, leading and controlling functions. Management includes the activities of setting the strategy of an organization, and coordinating the efforts of its employees, or of volunteers, to accomplish its objectives through the application of available resources, such as financial, natural, technological, and human resources. According to Kreitners, management, a problem-solving process of effectively achieving organizational objectives, through the efficient use of scarce resources in a changing environment. According to F. W. Taylor, management, an art of knowing what to do, when to do, and see that it is done, in the best and cheapest way. According to Harold Kuntz, management, an art of getting things done, through and with the people in formally organized groups. It is an art of creating an environment, in which people can perform, and individuals can cooperate towards attainment of group goals. Management is the administration of an organization, whether it is a business, a not-for-profit organization, or government body. The term management may also refer to those people who manage an organization, individually, managers. Management can also refer to the seniority structure of staff members within an organization. In other words, it is concerned with optimally using 5 M's, that is, men, machine, material, money and methods, and this is possible only when there are proper direction, coordination and integration of the processes and activities, to achieve the desired results. Management is the process of setting and reaching goals effectively and efficiently. Management process has some qualities or features, and these are the features of management. Management is associated with group efforts. Management is purposeful. Management is accomplished through the efforts of others. Management is goal-oriented. Management is indispensable. Management is intangible, and management can ensure better life. Management is associated with group efforts. It is usual to associate management with a group. Although people as individuals manage many personal affairs, the group emphasis on management is universal. Every enterprise entails the existence of a group to achieve goals. It is now established that goals are achieved more readily by a group than by any one person alone. Management is purposeful. Wherever there is management, there is a purpose. Management deals with the achievement of something definite, expressed as a goal or objective. Management success is commonly measured by the extent to which objectives are achieved. Management exists because it is an effective means of getting the necessary work accomplished. Management is accomplished through the efforts of others. Management is sometimes defined as getting things done through others' efforts. Besides the manager of a firm, there may be accountants, engineers, system analysts, salesmen, and a host of other employees working, but it is the manager's job to integrate all their activities. Thus, it can well be said that participation in management necessitates relinquishing the normal tendency to perform all things oneself, and getting tasks accomplished through group efforts. Management is goal-oriented. Managers focus their attention and efforts on bringing about successful action. Successful managers have an urge for accomplishment. They know when and where to start, what to do with keeping things moving, and how to follow a goal-oriented approach. Management is indispensable. Management can neither be replaced nor substituted by anything else. Even the computer, which is the wonderful invention of the 20th century, can only aid but not replace management. We know that the computer is an extremely powerful tool for management. It can widen a manager's vision, and sharpen his insight, by supplying more and faster information for making key decisions. The computer has enabled the manager to conduct analysis far beyond the normal analytical capacities of man. But what happens in reality is that the computer can neither work by itself nor can it pass any judgment. The manager plays his or her role by providing judgment and imagination, as well as interpreting and evaluating what the information or data mean in each case. Management is intangible. Management is often called the unseen force. Its presence is evidenced by the results of its efforts, motivation among employees, discipline in the group, high productivity, adequate surplus, etc. Management can ensure better life. A manager can do much to improve the work environment, stimulate people to perform better, achieve progress, bring hope and accomplish better things in life. The study of management has evolved into more than just the use of means to achieve ends. Today, it includes moral and ethical questions concerning the selection of the right ends towards which managers should strive. Management is the science and art of getting people together to accomplish desired goals and objectives by coordinating and integrating all available resources efficiently and effectively. Objectives of management. 1. Getting maximum results with minimum efforts. 2. Increasing the efficiency of factors of production. 3. Maximum prosperity for employer and employees. And 4. Human betterment and social justice. Objective number 1. Getting maximum results with minimum efforts. The main objective of management is to secure maximum outputs with minimum efforts and resources. Management is basically concerned with thinking and utilizing human, material and financial resources in such a manner that would result in best combination. This combination results in reduction of various costs. Objective number 2. Increasing the efficiency of factors of production. Through proper utilization of various factors of production, their efficiency can be increased to a great extent, which can be obtained by reducing spoilage, wastages, and breakage of all kinds. This in turn leads to saving of time, effort, and money, which is essential for the growth and prosperity of the enterprise. Objective number 3. Maximum prosperity for employer and employees. Management ensures smooth and coordinated functioning of the enterprise. This in turn helps in providing maximum benefits to the employee in the shape of good working condition, suitable wage system, incentive plans on the one hand, and higher profits to the employer on the other hand. Objective number 4. Human betterment and social justice. Management serves as a tool for the upliftment, as well as betterment of the society. Through increased productivity and employment, management ensures better standards of living for the society. It provides justice through its uniform policies. Leadership skills, like most abilities in life, must be earned through practice and hard work. However, there are many different ways to be a good leader. In fact, great leaders often incorporate different types of management styles at different times. When deciding how to lead, you'll need to take a number of things into consideration. Here are a few of the factors that will influence which management style you'll need to employ. The type of business you manage. The volume of work that needs to be completed in the near future. Your personality and innate management qualities, and the personalities and attitudes of the staff you are currently managing. Analysts who study management have identified several effective leadership styles. There is no one best style of management, and some people will feel more personally suited to one type or another. You can also select elements of different styles of management to create the best archetype for you and your company or organization. The best types of management styles are flexible, adaptive, and appropriate for the given circumstances. This is true, because different situations call for different kinds of leadership. Once you've taken all of these factors into account, you're ready for action. Here, the 3 positive management styles that can help make any manager a more effective leader. Persuasive management style. A compelling leader spends a lot of time with their team members. Being engaged with employees allows the persuasive manager to lead by example, and to gain buy-in and compliance from the team by persuading, rather than instructing or demanding. Influential managers are aware of the work that their team members are doing on a day-to-day basis, and are involved in their work lives. Democratic management style. A democratic manager invites the team to be directly involved in decision-making. Open lines of communication between democratic managers and employees allow these types of managers to understand the skills and advantages that each employee brings to the table. Open participation and exchange of ideas among different levels of employees allow everyone to contribute to the outcome of a decision or a project. This style of management is more successful when managers develop organized and streamlined decision-making processes. Laissez-faire management style. The laissez-faire manager functions almost more like a mentor than a manager. They empower their employees to step up and make decisions. This allows the team to feel like they own a part of each project. The manager takes a backseat role, stepping in to offer advice or get things back on track when something goes wrong. Each management style comes with its own set of skills. When you learn which management style fits your personality, your team, and your business, you can focus on exercising your strengths and improving your weaknesses. Characteristics of management. Universal. Goal-oriented. Continuous process. Multidimensional. Group activity. Dynamic function. And intangible force. Universal characteristics. All the organizations, whether it is profit-making or not, they require management for managing their activities. Hence, it is universal in nature. Goal-oriented characteristics. Every organization is set up with a predetermined objective, and management helps in reaching those goals timely and smoothly. Continuous process characteristics. It is an ongoing process, which tends to persist, as long as the organization exists. It is required in every sphere of the organization, whether it is production, human resource, finance, or marketing. Multidimensional characteristics. Management is not confined to the administration of people only, but it also manages work, processes and operations, which makes it a multidisciplinary activity. Group activity characteristics. An organization consists of various members, who have different needs, expectations, and beliefs. Every person joins the organization with a different motive, but after becoming a part of the organization, they work for achieving the same goal. It requires supervision, teamwork, and coordination, and in this way, management comes into the picture. Dynamic function characteristics. An organization exists in a business environment that has various factors, like social, political, legal, technological and economic. A slight change in any of these factors will affect the organization's growth and performance. So, to overcome these changes, management formulates strategies and implements them. Intangible force characteristics. Management can neither be seen, nor touched, but one can feel its existence, in the way the organization functions. Precisely, all the functions, activities, and processes of the organization are interconnected to one another. And it is the task of the management to bring them together, in such a way that they help in reaching the intended result. The 3 levels of management. Large businesses and corporations often have 3 primary levels of management organized in a hierarchical structure. You may have heard terms that refer to these different layers of management, such as lower management, middle management, and senior or top management. 3 levels of management. Lower level management, supervisory or operative or first-line managers. Otherwise called as functional or operational level management. Low-level managers include roles like frontline team leaders, foremen, section leads and supervisors. This level of management, the lowest in the 3 layers, is responsible for overseeing the everyday work of individual employees or staff members, and providing them with direction on their work. As lower-level management directly interacts with the workers, it plays a crucial role in the organization, because it helps in reducing wastage and idle time of the workers, improving the quality and quantity of output. Middle-level management, executory. It is the second and most important level in the corporate ladder, as it creates a link between the top and lower-level management. Middle management includes those working in the roles of a department manager, division or regional manager and branch manager, who are responsible for implementing and controlling plans and strategies, which are formulated by the top executives. Middle managers, the next layer in the management hierarchy, are overseen by senior or top management. Middle management is responsible for communicating the strategic goals developed by senior or top management, down the line to frontline managers. Senior or top level management, administrative level. This is the highest level in the organizational hierarchy, which includes board of directors and chief executives, chief executive officer, president, vice president, and board members. Senior or top level management needs to set the overall goals and direction of an organization. They are responsible for defining the objectives, formulating plans, strategies and policies. Senior or top-level management usually play an essential role in mobilizing outside resources, and are held accountable to the company's shareholders, as well as the general public for the performance of the company or organization. Senior or top managers are generally executive-level professionals, and provide direction to middle management, who directly or indirectly report to them. Principles of management. Principles of management is a broad and general guideline for managerial decision-making and behavior of employees towards organization. The principles of management are the essential, underlying factors that form the foundations of successful management. According to Henri Fayol in his book, General and Industrial Management, 1916, there are 14 principles of management. And these are: division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, subordination of individual interest to mutual interest, remuneration, the degree of centralization, line of authority or scalar chain, order, equity, stability of tenure of personnel, initiative, and esprit de corps or team spirit. Number 1 principle. Division of work. According to this principle, the whole work is divided into small tasks. The specialization of the workforce according to the skills of a person, creating specific personal and professional development within the labor force, and therefore increasing productivity, leads to specialization which increases the efficiency of labor. Number 2 principle. Authority and responsibility. This is the issue of commands followed by responsibility for their consequences. Authority means the right of a superior to give enhance order to his subordinates. Responsibility means obligation for performance. Number 3 principle. Discipline. It is obedience, proper conduct in relation to others, respect of authority, etc. It is essential for the smooth functioning of all organizations. Number 4 principle. Unity of command. This principle states that each subordinate should receive orders and be accountable to one and only one superior. If an employee receives orders from more than one superior, it is likely to create confusion and conflict. Number 5 principle. Unity of direction. All related activities should be put under one group, there should be one plan of action for them, and they should be under the control of one manager. Number 6 principle. Subordination of individual interest to mutual interest. The management must put aside personal considerations, and put company objectives firstly. Therefore, the interests of goals of the organization must prevail over the personal interests of individuals. Number 7 principle. Remuneration. Workers must be paid sufficiently as this is a chief motivation of employees, and therefore greatly influences productivity. The quantum and methods of remuneration payable should be fair, reasonable, and rewarding of effort. Number 8 principle. The degree of centralization. The amount of power wielded with the central management depends on company size. Centralization implies the concentration of decision-making authority at the top management. Number 9 principle. Line of authority or scalar chain. This refers to the chain of superiors ranging from top management to the lowest rank. The principle suggests that there should be a clear line of authority from top to bottom, linking all managers at all levels. Number 10 principle. Order. Social order ensures the fluid operation of a company through authoritative procedure. Material order ensures safety and efficiency in the workplace. Order should be acceptable and under the rules of the company. Number 11 principle. Equity. Employees must be treated kindly, and justice must be enacted, to ensure a just workplace. Managers should be fair and impartial when dealing with employees, giving equal attention towards all employees. Number 12 principle. Stability of tenure of personnel. Stability of tenure of personnel is a principle stating that, in order for an organization to run smoothly, personnel, especially managerial personnel, must not frequently enter and exit the organization. Number 13 principle. Initiative. Using the initiative of employees can add strength and new ideas to an organization. Initiative on the part of employees is a source of strength for organization because it provides new and better ideas. Employees are likely to take greater interest in the functioning of the organization. Number 14 principle. Esprit de corps or team spirit. This refers to the need of managers to ensure and develop morale in the workplace, individually and communally. Team spirit helps develop an atmosphere of mutual trust and understanding. Team spirit helps to finish the task on time. Functions of management. Management's primary function is to get people to work together for the attainment of an organization's goals and objectives. There are basically 5 primary functions of management. These are 1. Planning, 2. Organizing, 3. Staffing, 4. Directing, and 5. Controlling. The controlling function comprises coordination, reporting, and budgeting, and hence, the controlling function can be broken into these three separate functions. Based upon these 7 functions, Luther Gulick coined the word Postkorb, which generally represents the initials of these 7 functions, that is, P stands for planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, D for directing, CO for coordination, R for reporting, and B for budgeting. Planning, as one of the functions of management, it is the first and foremost function of management, that is, to decide beforehand what is to be done in future. It encompasses formulating policies, establishing targets, scheduling actions, and so forth. Deciding what needs to happen in the future and generating plans for action, deciding in advance. Planning is future-oriented and determines an organization's direction. It is a rational and systematic way of making decisions today that will affect the future of the company. It is a kind of organized foresight as well as corrective hindsight. It involves predicting of the future as well as attempting to control the events. It involves the ability to foresee the effects of current actions in the long run in the future. Organizing, as one of the functions of management. Once the plans are formulated, the next step is to organize the activities and resources, as in identifying the tasks, classifying them, assigning duties to subordinates and allocating the resources. Organizing requires a formal structure of authority, and the direction and flow of such authority, through which work subdivisions are defined, arranged, and coordinated, so that each part relates to the other part in a united and coherent manner, so as to attain the prescribed objectives. Staffing, as one of the functions of management. It involves hiring personnel for carrying out various activities of the organization. It is to ensure that the right person is appointed to the right job. Making sure the human and non-human resources are put into place. Staffing is the function of hiring and retaining a suitable workforce for the enterprise both at managerial as well as non-managerial levels. It involves the process of recruiting, training, developing, compensating, and evaluating employees, and maintaining this workforce with proper incentives and motivations. Since the human element is the most vital factor in the process of management, it is important to recruit the right personnel. This function is even more critically important, since people differ in their intelligence, knowledge, skills, experience, physical condition, age, and attitudes, and this complicates the function. Hence, management must understand, in addition to the technical and operational competence, the sociological and psychological structure of the workforce. Directing, as one of the functions of management. It is the task of the manager to guide, supervise, lead, and motivate the subordinates, to ensure that they work in the right direction, so far as the objectives of the organization are concerned. Determining what must be done in a situation and getting people to do it. The directing function is concerned with leadership, communication, motivation, and supervision, so that the employees perform their activities in the most efficient manner possible, in order to achieve the desired goals. The leadership element involves issuing of instructions and guiding the subordinates about procedures and methods. The communication must be open both ways, so that the information can be passed on to the subordinates, and the feedback received from them. Motivation is very important, since highly motivated people show excellent performance with less direction from superiors. Supervising subordinates would lead to continuous progress reports, as well as assure the superiors that the directions are being properly carried out. Controlling, as one of the functions of management. The controlling function of management involves a number of steps to be taken, to make sure that the performance of the employees is as per the plans. It involves establishing performance standards, and comparing them with the actual performance. In case of any variations, necessary steps are to be taken for its correction. Checking progress against plans. The function of control consists of those activities that are undertaken, to ensure that the events do not deviate from the prearranged plans. The activities consist of establishing standards for work performance, measuring performance, and comparing it to these set standards, and taking corrective actions as and when needed, to correct any deviations. Coordination is an important feature of management, which means the integration of the activities, processes and operations of the organization and synchronization of efforts, to ensure that every element of the organization contributes to its success. It is creating a structure through which an organization's goals can be accomplished. 5 qualities of good management. Developing a good management team is a critical component of running a successful organization. Managers not only supervise employees, but must make important decisions that directly affect the organization. Good managers respect and appreciate their employees, provide necessary resources, share knowledge, listen and delegate tasks effectively. And these are the 5 qualities of good management. 1. Appreciation of employees. 2. Provide necessary resources. 3. Being generous with knowledge. 4. Listens and makes good decisions. And 5. Lead employees and delegate tasks. 1. Appreciation of employees. Organization with good management teams understand the importance of respecting and appreciating their employees. Appreciation can come in many forms, such as saying thank you, monetary bonuses, paid time off and other valuable rewards. When managers appreciate their employees, it results in a boost in employee morale. Satisfied employees value their jobs, are rarely absent from work and perform their duties with enthusiasm. Completing employee evaluations and rewarding employees based on their performances is another way management can show their appreciation. 2. Provide necessary resources. Good management provides employees with the resources necessary to accomplish their tasks. Employees can suffer from a lack of motivation when they are asked to complete duties and meet goals without receiving the proper resources. Organization with good management properly train their employees in the latest technology, ethical issues, and teamwork. Good organizational management believes in equipping their employees with the necessary skills and knowledge needed to grow and maintain success for the organization. 3. Being generous with knowledge. Management must possess the necessary knowledge to effectively provide services in their community. Knowledge managers possess comes from the ability to learn relevant information. Therefore, managers must stay current on issues regarding their community and organization. Managers must also be generous in sharing their knowledge with employees and other managers. 4. Listens and makes good decisions. Managers should take time to listen to their employees. At times, management is willing to listen to the suggestions of valuable employees, but can brush off employee complaints. Effective managers understand the importance of listening to its employees. One reason is that it causes employees to feel as if their opinion is valued. Another reason is that management can consider employee suggestions, concerns, and complaints when making decisions. The decisions made within an organization should benefit the clientele and its employees. And number 5, lead employees and delegate tasks. Good management knows how to develop employees by focusing on their strengths. In most cases, employees need to hear what they are doing right, instead of constantly hearing what they are doing wrong, or their weak areas. Also, an organization with good managers employs professionals who know how to delegate tasks to subordinates. Successful organizations utilize teams and individual contributions. A manager that delegates duties to employees shows that workers are perceived as responsible and capable of fulfilling duties. Delegation also allows managers to focus on more pressing issues that require a greater expertise than what employees possess. Disclaimer: the information presented here is merely a collection for respective teaching assignments. Various sources as listed at the end of the presentation, as well as freely available material from Internet, were consolidated to prepare this learning materials. The ownership of the information lies with the respective authors or institutions.